Yeah, so Pulisic's reputation in England is one of he's basically a squad player at Chelsea. And he's had a couple of good moments, but, I struggle to think of many that are standout moments. And I personally think that he needs to leave Chelsea and find a club that is.
Is it in the Premier League? Is he a Premier League player?
And if it is the Premier League, is it mid-table, lower?
I think it's outside the top six, the big six clubs, the Champions League clubs, because I don't think he's proved himself at Chelsea to be at that level. Now, I had this chat with you tonight. I think he's best suited to La Liga. I think he'd be a great signing in La Liga. We spoke about the clubs that, I think he'd be great at Atletico working for Simeone. Can you imagine the passion? Because Pulisic is a passionate player. He's got that fire. He's got that. He really wants to do something. You can see it in his face. And him and Simeone would be a great marriage. But I think he's more of a technical player that is suited to Spain, whereby the Premier League. And also, when people talk about the intensity of the Premier League and how many games, it's the games, it's the training, it's the turnaround. It's a game every 2 or 3 days, 3 or 4 days maybe, and it's the whole package, and it's hard, it's physical.
You're also talking mentality there.
Yeah.
You think at times that's what Christian has lacked in the Premier League?
I think he's got the mentality. I think he's frustrated. I think he's frustrated that he's not able to show that mentality, to show that a prolonged run of time at Chelsea. He's definitely got the character. I just don't think whether he's got the skill set to be a top. We talk about people like Mo Salah, Kai Havertz, all these really, Erling Haaland. It's a real different level of the Premier League. He's a good player, Pulisic, but he's not at that level. But he might be if he goes somewhere else. But I do think that there is a glass ceiling to his ability, and I think he needs to smash through it, and he won't do it at Chelsea.
All right, last question. Biggest concern for England against the United States tomorrow?
An opening goal for the US that really kind of embodies the US and enlivens them and gives them the confidence to hold on to something. I've seen it before. We've gone back over that many years now. I remember 1988, Republic of Ireland beat England 1-0 the Euros. Nobody expected it, but they scored early, and then they just held on. And that is the big problem. That if a good opponent scores first against England that is organised and can defend, that will make it really tough. So an early goal for the US.
You saw the Wales versus US men's national team game?
Yeah.
Where can England hurt the US men's national team?
I think with the width they've got and the pace, England have got a lot of quality out wide, and they're very quick as well. But in midfield as well, I think England will control the game midfield. So midfield is the key to winning any game. If you don't dominate midfield, you win the game. And England's midfielders are top level. Certainly Bellingham. But I do think out wide, whether it's Saka, it's Sterling, it's Foden or Rashford, they've got pace to burn. And that for me, the movement as well is really good. So it's in the midfield and the front three for me.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week, subscribe to ESPN+.